Hi guys, Lady Yoga here, and this is Yoga Quickies, the show where you tell us what you want out of your yoga or fitness routine, and we deliver it to you in 5 minutes or less. We get our requests from social media, so YouTube, Facebook, the Twitterverse, or Instagram, so you can subscribe down below, tell us what you want to know, and we can deliver your fitness or yoga routine in 5 minutes or less. This one happens to be for me. So last night I had insomnia, and this is not actually the first time. I am still apologizing to my older sister because when our mom used to put us down for naps when we were little, I would always grab our Disney characters and keep her up through the naps. I still can't nap, and it's still difficult for me to go to sleep. And sometimes I've used drugs, but at the end of the day, it's night and we all go to sleep. But some of us don't. And yoga really is the best cure. I have been one of those people that goes to YouTube, and that's what I did last night, and then finally just suffered way too much and then decided to do yoga. So I thought, wow, I can drift off to sleep doing these certain poses, then I'll share them with you, and hopefully you won't do what I did last night, which was go on YouTube and research those things that you should never Google, which I did, and those images are still stuck in my head. And then from those videos, I was led down another rabbit hole where I discovered things I had never heard of before, like gonzo porn, which I thought had something to do with Sesame Street. It doesn't, guys. And then there's those men and women who have fetishes having sex with balloons. That also exists. So you see where I'm coming from. It's difficult to go to sleep after you have those images and ideas running around through your head. So some deep breathing and some yoga stretches are probably the best way instead of going on social media or going on YouTube and just going down rabbit holes. So there's many reasons why we might have insomnia. For me, it's just an affliction I've had for my whole life, but it could be hormones, it could be your travel, your diet, it could be seasonal, transitioning into different seasons. Or you could have a job that stresses you out. So here are a few things that you can do right before you go to bed. I would suggest turning off all technology if possible, or snuggling with a little animal. That'll help make you feel better, or having some nice warm tea. We're going to put the 5 minutes on the clock and begin. So this is my couch. You can do all of these postures on your couch or on your bed, and I'm actually going to take it down a level and just start in a cross-legged pose. So any cross-legged seat, I'll just adjust the camera here a little bit, but you can cross your legs. You can also, sit yourself up on a pillow. I don't need a pillow, but you just take the pillow underneath your seat. And this nice cross-legged pose is a nice way of opening up through the hips, and just take a few deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling through the nose, maybe finding one still point of focus, and then kind of lowering your eyes to sort of a half mast. Taking a few deep breaths there until you just sort of zoom out with your vision, right? You can kind of stare off into space here with a half mast eye. Take a few deep breaths, and maybe you can actually close the eyes here as you go through these movements. And then you'll want to find a little forward fold here, so you can stretch the fingertips forward as far as feels comfortable for you while keeping your seat on the floor, a pillow, your chair, or your bed. And take a few deep breaths there, and you can come back to center, and then you can switch the cross of your ankles and do the same thing. You can also do a little side stretch to the right. That'll help open up those breathing muscles. We know that deep breath and stretching those muscles that we breathe will help to soften our nervous system, so soothing our nervous system just a little bit so we can get ready for bed. And then just take that little stretch over to the other side. See that Shorty is already zonked out. She's already done these twists. And then you can come back to center and do a twist, just taking that left palm to the outside of the right thigh. You can drape your arm on your bed, your chair, or just behind you on your seats. Take a few deep breaths and really lengthen. So you want to feel the space between each vertebrae in your spine, so you don't want to hunch over. And then you can switch sides. This feels really good. I'm starting to get a little sleepy already. And then you can come back to center and stretch the arms up and over the head, just interlacing the fingers. And then just take the palms back behind you, open up through the heart. Take a big yawn here, maybe. Even a forced yawn will help you take deeper breath. And then from here, you can lie back down onto your bed or onto your couch or just onto your floor and just draw your right knee in towards your chest, laying down. And then you can take your twist here again. So you'll just take that right knee across the body to the left side. A few breaths there, and then you can take the other side. Just squeezing that knee in will also help with digestion, just massaging that lower part of the body, and then you can take that twist over to the other side. Take some deep breaths. And then you can come back to center and just squeeze both of the knees in towards the chest. And a supine or a on your back child's pose. If this doesn't work for you, you can also do your child's pose this way with your knees down, shins down, and folding forward here. If it's also uncomfortable for you to sit on the floor, you can sit on your bedside or your couch and find your forward fold here. Still doing those same twists. Right? So the same twists that we did seated, you can do on the floor, you can do on your couch or on your bed. And then my favorite one, if you are on your bed or chair or floor, you can do legs up. So you can take the legs up just as they are. You can hook them over your chair. Or if you're on your bed, you can take your legs, so where your pillow is, you could just take your legs up the back baseboard of your bed or the wall, and you can relax here for a few deep breaths. Don't be tempted to go on your iPhone. Just breathe. And then finally, you'll do your Shavasana, which will hopefully drift you to sleep, which is exactly what happened yesterday. So you'll just drift here. Take some deep breaths. You can even take your hand on your heart and your belly and just breathe into your heart, feeling the chest rise, and then the belly. Feel the belly rise, and then release through the belly, release through the heart, and then you can feel it release through the nose. And then travel again, nose, chest, and belly. Thanks, timer. And then just do that a few times. There we go. What? It's not doing it. Done. Stop, please. Okay. Let's just, oh my God, it's just gonna keep going. That's not gonna help. Don't have a timer when you're doing this to go to bed because it's just gonna keep you up. Just do that breathing a few more times and then you can release here, and hopefully if you don't have somebody snoring next to you or, you know, noise outside your apartment or your house, hopefully that'll help you drift off to sleep. And don't Google those things that you shouldn't Google, guys. Really, you're gonna regret it. I know you're gonna do that after we get off this video. But that's your 5 minutes for insomnia. I hope it helps you. Let me know how you feel after you do it. Subscribe below. Let us know what you need to know. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Lady Yoga. This is Yoga Quickies, and that's Shorty. Conked out all day, every day. Thanks, guys. Namaste.